it's Gypsy, and today I thought it'd be fun to show you guys my favorite film of each decade, because recently I was talking with Jake about like, oh, what's your favorite movie from the 70s or 80s and so forth. So I was like, you know what, I'll make it into a fun little YouTube video just for the heck of it. So let's get started. So I'm gonna start with the 70s because I don't think I really have any favorite movies from like the 60s or like backwards. I just really don't watch like really older movies past the 70s, so we're gonna start with the 70s. So my favorite movie of the 70s would have to be Jaws, because I just like really love that movie. It's my favorite scary movie too, so it just has like this little place in my heart. Although it was funny because when I was in elementary school, I used to think it was so freaking scary and I couldn't even like watch the whole thing through. But now when like you're older, you're like, yeah, that doesn't really look like a real leg, or like, it's not scary when you're older, but it's still, I just love the storyline. I love like the humor in it. The actors were great, like, so that's why it's my favorite movie from the 70s.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
For the 80s, it would have to be Gremlins. I freaking love the Gremlins. Jake even got it for me on DVD this past Christmas because it's just such a great movie. Like, I love it. Definitely my favorite 80s movies, hand down. It just has, once again, I just love anything with a lot of humor in it, and I don't think it's corny. It's cute. I freaking love the Gremlins. They're so funny. They did it in such like a funny way that they're somewhat scary but also like funny, and I don't know. I just love that movie. Like, you have to watch it if you never watched it. It's so good. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I'm still gonna freaking say it. I did not think The Breakfast Club was that good. Like, I just watched it for the first time recently, and maybe it's because I did watch it in my early 20s as opposed to like as a younger kid. That I just don't like it. Like, I just like, it had its funny moments in it, but I just don't think it was that good. They literally just swear at each other the whole time, fight with each other, say rude things to each other, and then they all magically become friends or lovers at the end of the movie. Like, I don't understand it. So I don't know. Maybe I had to watch it when I was like a younger teenager to like relate more to it or something. I'm not sure. So that would have to be my least favorite movie of the 80s. So I know I'm gonna get hate for that, but you know what? I'm still saying it. Whatever.
Eat my shorts.
So the 90s and early 2000s were like really hard for me to pick just one, so I have to throw out at least like two or more for the next two decades. So the 90s would have to be Jurassic Park, because like, oh my gosh, like even today the like like the animations look still freaking amazing, because I love when they use like actual animatronics instead of just CGI. So the freaking dinosaurs look awesome. Like, I wish they would have done that with the newest movies too, because I'm just kind of sick of seeing CGI all the time. Like, it's really cool when they throw in like an actual looking animatronic type thing in movies, so that's my thing. And another 90s movie I have to go with is Mulan, because it is my favorite Disney princess movie. I watched it so many times as a kid. I love it. She doesn't just sit around and cry like all the other princesses usually do. She gets up, goes into a war, and murders like a whole army.
You missed! How could you miss? It was 3 feet in front of you!
Like, how badass is that? So I had to throw that one in on my 90s movies as well. Oh, there's so many good movies for the early 2000s, and that's when I grew up, so that's like my childhood. But I managed to narrow it down to two, surprisingly, because there's so many I wanted to put on here. But my two favorite early 2000s movies would have to be Spirited Away by the Studio Ghibli. Oh my gosh, I freaking love it. And like, it also has the Disney actors in it, like the Disney voice actors and stuff, for the English dub, so that's just like a nice little thing too in that movie. And it's just such a good freaking movie. You have to watch it. Oh my gosh, like, I can't even explain it, but it's so good. And then the other movie would have to be Treasure Planet. I love that one. It's so underrated, just like Atlantis. But I freaking love Treasure Planet. It's so great. Oh my gosh. Like, the visuals are great for the early 2000s. Like, everything about it is just awesome too. You just have to watch that one too. It's great. Now, I actually had a little bit of trouble picking my favorite 2010s movie, because I don't know, like, I think just after the early 2000s, like, my like interest for movies kind of like dropped off a bit. Like, I don't know, like, they just don't give me that like same feeling like the older movies like the 90s and all that gave me. But if I had to pick a favorite like early 2010s film, it'd probably be like Tangled, Because I watched that one a lot in high school. It came out when I was like in middle school, I think, and I just watched it a lot and I liked that one. It was cute. And then I also like the live action Cinderella. That's really nice. I like the visuals in it. I love her dress. So, but they definitely don't beat like my other favorite films, my earlier films I love. But they're still cute movies. So, yeah, they need to bring back 2D animation because I think that's why I don't like the newer movies because I freaking love 2D animation. Bring it back, Disney. Bring it back. And those were my favorite films of each decade. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And it was like a bit of a more different video to check out. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.